Hi, it's Peter from Zzipp Media here in Weymouth. Today I've got a bit of a job on. Forgive the hair, I need to go to the barber's when my pension comes through, I guess. Anyway, I've got a bit of a job on. I'll just show you what I've got to do. So, we have decking behind the house here, and it's beginning to look a bit rough. So I've been assigned the duty of painting it. These are all Gina's flowers. She's wonderful. I have the job of doing stuff like painting the decking and mowing the lawn and building stuff. I can't get involved in the flowers, but as I say, there is the flowers here. So yeah, I've got to get involved in painting this decking. I've had to move all the furniture off the decking so we can do that. I want to share with you a story that happened to me many years ago now. On my first trip to San Francisco, I just grab a seat here so I'm a little more comfortable telling you the story. There we are. On my first trip to San Francisco many years ago with my cousin Anthony, we went to stay with an elderly lady who's sadly not with us anymore, called Olive, I believe her name was. She had a brown Ford Pinto car. Anyway, one afternoon I walked through the house and went through the outhouse into the garden. And in the outhouse I discovered piles and piles of faded newspapers, all tied together with string, perfect order, beautifully done. And I asked Olive what was the story behind the papers, because I'm just inquisitive. She explained to me that many years before, her husband, who'd passed away, was a hobo. He travelled from England and became a hobo on the American railway lines. And when he found a job, he became a boxing reporter. And a lot of the newspapers were stories that he had about his hobo days and about his boxing reporting, of course. I often wonder what happened to the newspapers when Olive passed away. I guess they'd be thrown away because they'd be no of interest to anybody else. But to me, it's like throwing a man's life away. Something that he put thought and passion into creating was just thrown away because nobody else knew the importance of it. I never had the time there to read any of the stories. I thought recently that I might like to tell this story again on my YouTube channel and bring together some hobo poetry, hobo stories, and see if I can find some copyright-free film clips and things to put them all together. What do you think of the idea? Just to actually pay or say a thank you to this man for recording his memories. I think it's important because the man wrote down what he experienced, what he felt, what he thought, and if somebody else moved into the house, they'd just be thrown away or burned. So you're burning somebody's memories. I just thought I'd let you know. Right, I'll get back to figuring out how the hell to paint this decking now. One last look. If you have any advice out there how to paint the decking, I've got, this morning I bought some gloves, I've got a kneeling pad and some brushes, and I've got a tray and a roller. So I've got to do this maybe later on today or tomorrow when Gina is here and she can give me a hand. What do you think? All right, have a look at my videos on WeyComm TV, WeyComm TV on YouTube. I do lives, I do 40 odd playlists. It's all totally free, no charge. Go and have a look, subscribe, like, comment. It's all good. All right, see you there. Bye for now.